Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Learn English Through Story. The topic for today is my horror story. It was a cold, windy night. I had just finished my work and was walking home. The streets were empty, and the moon was hidden behind dark clouds. I could hear the sound of leaves rustling in the wind, and every step I took seemed to echo in the quiet night. As I walked past an old, abandoned house, I felt a chill run down my spine. The house had been empty for years. People said it was haunted, but I never believed in ghosts or spirits. I thought those stories were just for kids. But that night, something felt different. Suddenly, I heard a noise. It was a soft whisper, like someone calling my name. Was it just the wind? I thought. I kept walking, but the whispering grew louder. My heart began to race. I looked around, but no one was there. The wind picked up, and I could see the branches of the trees shaking. Then, out of the corner of my eye, I saw something move in the window of the old house. It was just a shadow, but it looked like a person. My legs froze. For a moment, I couldn't move. I told myself, it's nothing. You're just imagining things. But deep inside, I wasn't sure. My feet finally started moving again, and I walked faster. I just wanted to get home as quickly as possible. As I passed the house, I heard the sound of footsteps behind me. I turned around, but again, no one was there. My hands were shaking, and my breath became faster. I started running. I didn't care if anyone saw me running down the street like a crazy person. I just needed to get away from that house. Finally, I reached my home. I slammed the door behind me and locked it. I stood there, trying to calm down. It's just your imagination, I whispered to myself. But then I heard a knock on the door. It was a slow, soft knock. My heart stopped. Who could be knocking at this hour? I thought. I looked through the window, but I didn't see anyone. I stood there, frozen, afraid to open the door. The knocking stopped, and the house became quiet. I waited for what felt like hours, but nothing happened. I finally took a deep breath and decided to go to bed. But that night, I couldn't sleep. Every little noise made me jump. The next morning, I went back to the old house with my friend Mark. I wanted to prove to myself that there was nothing to be afraid of. We walked around the house, but everything looked normal. Mark laughed and said, "See, there's nothing here. You were just imagining things." Maybe he was right. Maybe it was just my mind playing tricks on me. But deep down, I still wonder, what was that shadow in the window and who knocked on my door that night? Abandoned, meaning left empty, not used or cared for anymore. Example, the old, abandoned house looked scary at night. 2. Haunted, meaning believed to be visited by ghosts or spirits. Example, people say that the haunted hotel is full of strange noises. 3. Whisper, meaning to speak very softly, usually so others cannot hear. Example, she whispered in my ear so no one else could hear. 4. Chill, a feeling of cold or fear. Example, a sudden chill ran down my spine when I heard the noise. 5. Shadow, meaning a dark shape made when something blocks light. Example, I saw a shadow move across the wall, but no one was there. 6. Imagine, to think about something that isn't real or hasn't happened yet. Example, she imagined what it would be like to live in a castle. 7. Footsteps, meaning the sound made by someone walking. Example, I heard footsteps behind me, but when I turned around, no one was there. 8. Knock, the sound made by hitting a door to get someone's attention. Example, I heard a knock on the door late at night. 9. Frozen, meaning unable to move, often because of fear or cold. I stood frozen with fear when I saw the strange figure. 10. Calm down, meaning to become relaxed and not scared or worried. Example, after the scary movie, I needed a few minutes to calm down. Thanks for listening to today's story. Have you ever had a scary experience like this? Let me know.